Come to kneel in Vajrasana. You can rest your hands on your lap and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Invite your attention to the present moment and perhaps set an intention for the next 1 hour. We'll begin this Vinyasa class with box breathing. We'll inhale for 4, retain the breath for 4, exhale for 4, and hold the breath out for 4. To invite balance and a steady pace to the breath and the mind. You can bring your hands to heart center in a prayer if that feels comfortable for you. Take a big breath in and a big breath out before we begin. Beginning with the inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, and 4. Now just breathe normally. From here, begin to invite your Ujjayi breath into your practice with that distinctive hissing sound on the inhale in the back of the throat, as well as on the exhale. On your next inhale, part your hands and reach your arms out to the side of your body as if you're opening your wings and expanding your chest. And on your exhale, sweep your arms straight forward in front of you, bringing the hands together and curving your spine, dipping your gaze down to the belly. Inhale, expand and open, fly the wings. And exhale, curl your spine backwards, drawing your arms straight out in front of you. Again, inhale, expand. You can take the gaze slightly more up this time. Exhale, really curve and dip downward as you reach those arms forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring them to a close. We'll do this one more time. Finding a cat-cow motion in the spine. Inhale, open the chest up, look slightly up. Exhale, curl forward. Come back to neutral, hands to heart center. You can open your eyes. On your next inhale, come to stand on your knees as you pull your arms straight up overhead. And on your exhale, step the right foot out, turning it to a 90-degree angle. Open your arms and bend into that leg like a warrior two position. Inhale, draw the arms back up as you straighten the right leg. And exhale, draw everything back to center as you sit back down. Other side, inhale, arms come above head. And as you step the left foot out, turn it 90 degrees. Exhale, open the arms into warrior two. Inhale, arms come above head, stretch the left leg. And exhale, sit everything back down to center. We'll do this a few more times. Inhaling, really reaching the arms up energetically. Exhale, opening up into those hips. Inhale, draw energy back through the center line, and exhale, come to sit. Inhale, arms above head. Exhale to the left this time, really reach through those fingertips. Inhale, pull the energy up through the center line, and exhale, come to sit. On this next one, inhale up, open the right foot, and exhale. Now inhale, flip your right palm up towards the sky, and as you exhale, tilt your body as you find the floor with your left fingertips and reach that right arm up above head, finding a long stretch from the right fingertips all the way down to the right toes. You You can keep your gaze up towards the sky, or if it feels more comfortable for your neck, you can keep the gaze forward. Breathe into those side ribs. And now simply circle that right arm down towards the floor as you sink back down to sit into the starting position. We'll go to the other side. So inhale the arms up, step the left foot out, and then flip the left palm, tilt your body, find the floor with those right fingertips, and reach the left arm up above your head, taking the gaze up if that feels good, and finding a long line of energy from the left fingertips all the way down to the left toes. Keep breathing, really opening up the side body here, finding expansion in the breath. Begin to circle that left arm down towards the floor, tracing the floor with your fingertips as you draw the left leg in and come to sit comfortably. Take your fingertips out in front of you onto the floor, tuck your toes, and then sit back into a malasana squat. So you'll want to walk your feet out a little bit wider, turn the toes out. This is very early on in the practice, so you can do a wiggle from side to side to find a little more mobility. And then once you've found what's comfortable for you, use your elbows to encourage those knees outward as you find length through your spine, and keep your hands in prayer in front of your chest. Take a moment here, you can close your eyes, breathe into this stretch. Take your left hand and step it wide out from your body, using that left upper arm to encourage that left knee out. Extend the right fingertips up towards the sky, taking the gaze up. Circle that right arm down as you trace it along the floor, and finding the floor with the right hand this time, extending the left fingertips up towards the sky. Keep flowing through this, using the upper arm to encourage that knee outwards as you keep length through your spine and really reach through those fingertips up to the sky. Let's do one more on each side. Come back through center, hands in prayer in front of your chest. Say hi to Poppy. And now place your hands on the floor in front of you and begin to lift your hips, coming into a forward fold. Keep a soft bend in the knees for now as you heel toe your feet in towards each other, landing them hip distance apart. Left hand comes to the floor directly in front of your face. Keep a bend in the left leg. Begin to straighten the right leg as you spiral the upper body open to the right side, reaching the right fingertips up towards the sky. Take the gaze up to the fingertips if that feels okay for your neck, and breathe here. Begin to undo all of that. Replace the left hand with the right hand. Bend the right leg. Straighten the left leg as you spiral the upper body open to the left, reaching the left fingertips up towards the sky this time. Gaze up to the fingertips if that feels good, and breathe. Bring everything through center. Bend both legs and slowly roll the body all the way up to stand. Walk the feet wide, turning the toes out, and bend the knees, coming down into a goddess position. Arms relax down in front of the body. On your inhale, reach the arms up overhead as you straighten the legs. Bring the hands together. Exhale, bend the legs, bring the hands through center all the way back down. Inhale, reach up, circulating that energy. Exhale, draw it all the way down. Inhale. Exhale, keep going. The The next time you pull your hands down through center, place your hands onto your inner thighs and begin to move in any way that feels good for you. This might look like some spinal twists from side to side, whatever feels good to mobilize the spine. Eventually bringing the hands down to the floor and staying low to the ground, walk your hands to the front of the mat and begin to roll your body up to stand. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down, finding Tadasana. Moving to sun salutations. Inhale, reach the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, bow down, pulling the hands through center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back into a strong plank, hold. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Inhale, untuck the toes, point the toes, pull the chest through to cobra. And exhale, come back to downward dog. 5 breaths here. Feel free to step out the feet, keeping a slight bend in the knees. Last inhale here. Exhale, come up onto the toes, look forward, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, look up. And exhale, bring the hands through prayer and down to your sides. Again, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold with reverence. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor, step all the way back to plank, hold. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin down to the floor. Inhale and tuck the toes, pull yourself forward and through to a cobra. Exhale, make your way to downward facing dog. Breathe here for 5 full breaths. Last inhale. Exhale, bend the legs, look up to the top of the mat as you step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, gaze up. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms up and maybe take a slight back bend, opening the chest. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time hands to the floor, step back and move down through Chaturanga. Inhale, pull up and through to upward facing dog. Exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog. Breathe here for 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, bend the legs, look forward, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up and back into a back bend if you like. And exhale, hands down to Tadasana. Again, inhale, reach the arms up, take the back bend if you like. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back through Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Last inhale. Exhale, bend the legs, look up, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up, back into the back bend. Exhale, hands through heart center to Tadasana. Let's do one more. Inhale, the arms up and back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Steady yourself here for a moment. And on your next inhale, reach the left leg up and back into a three-legged dog. Exhale, begin to open that hip, bending the left leg, eventually rolling onto the outside of the right foot, maybe taking the left fingertips off the floor, keeping the left leg floating. So you're in a side plank with that left leg bent and hanging behind you. Lift up through the hips, feeling strength and stretch. Keep the breath steady. As you reach the left knee and the left fingertips up towards the sky, keeping the left leg floating, sweep the left fingertips down towards the floor as you pivot over onto the left hand, bringing the left leg straight out in front of you, right fingertips up towards the sky into fallen triangle. Feeling a lot of expansion here. Now I invite you to bring some movement into this, so take the gaze forward and bend into the front knee. Right arm sweeps down and circles around as you start to bend into the back knee, raising the arm back up. So I like to inhale as I come forward, really stretching the arm, and exhale as I sweep the arm back, up and around. Keep flowing with this, or stay in fallen triangle if that feels more comfortable for you. Wherever you are, find yourself back in fallen triangle before sweeping those right fingertips down towards the floor, scooping the left foot up and back into a three-legged dog. This time, stepping the left foot forward and coming into a low lunge. Right knee drops down to the floor, untuck the right toes. Inhale as you reach the arms forward and up. Think about keeping those hips as square as possible, engaging the right glute so you're protecting your lower back here. Stay here if you like, or take the left fingertips down to the floor in line with the hips and reach the right fingertips up a little bit more before tipping over to the left, feeling a deepening of the stretch on the right hip flexor, along the psoas, along the right lateral side of the body. Funky transition here. Start to lower the upper body as the right fingertips make their way down towards the floor. Trace the floor out in front of you, making your way to the right side of the mat. Right toes are going to pivot back behind you. Right fingertips find the back of the mat as you reach the left arm up and over, finding that same stretch we did in the beginning. Breathe here. Bring the left fingertips down towards the floor, tuck the back toes, and scoop the right knee up off the floor this time. And inhale it back into a three-legged dog. Everything on the other side now. Exhale, open up the hips, bend the right knee, and then begin to roll onto the outside of the left foot this time, maybe floating the right hand off the floor, coming into a side plank with the right leg floating off the floor. Really establishing a sense of strength here, as well as finding a good stretch in that side body. Start to draw the right knee up towards the sky, as well as the right fingertips. Keep the right leg floating as you bring the right fingertips down towards the floor, pivoting the body over onto the right hand, drawing that right leg through to a fallen triangle. Left fingertips reach up towards the sky. Again, option here to stay in a fallen triangle or invite that movement. So on the inhale, bend into the front knee, drawing the left arm over top this time. Exhale, bend into the back leg, sweeping the left arm up. Really enjoy this movement. Use it as an opportunity to express yourself. Find your way back to a fallen triangle. Bring the left hand down towards the floor. Rotate the back toes as you scoop the right leg up and inhale back through a three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right leg through down to a low lunge. Left knee down to the floor, untuck the back toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Keeping the hips as square as possible, think about engaging the left glute to protect your lower back. Bring your right fingertips down to the floor as you reach the left fingertips up and over to the right side, feeling a stretch all along the left hip flexor, the left psoas, the left lateral side body. You can gaze up towards the inside of the left arm. Same transition as last time. Begin to lower the upper body, trace the left fingertips down to the floor, circle them around to the side of the mat, pivot the left toes behind you, making your way onto the left hand now, straightening the right leg, reaching the right arm up and over. Breathe here. Right fingertips find the floor, rotate the body, tuck the back toes, scoop the left leg up and in, and pull it back into a downward facing dog. You can stay here or take a vinyasa flow. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Let's spice it up a little bit. So on your next inhale, lift the left leg up and back into a three-legged dog. Exhale, begin to open up the hip, bend the left leg, and then begin to float the left foot down towards the floor, finding Wild Thing. So step the toes to the floor, sweep the left arm up and back, open through the chest, hips up towards the sky. Enjoy the stretch here. Keep breathing. Same transition as before. Begin to pull the left knee and the left fingertips up towards the sky, really lifting through the hips. Left hand down to the floor. Pivot and transfer the weight over onto your left hand. Now see if you can float the left leg as you straighten it out in front of you. Right fingertips up towards the sky. Take a breath here. Really enjoy your strength. Right hand comes down towards the floor as you tuck the left knee in. Inhale, draw the leg up to three-legged dog. And as you exhale, pull the knee in, curl up in the spine, knee to head. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull the left knee to the right elbow across the body. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to head. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, hold, and then step the left foot wide of the left hand. Now from here, take the right hand slightly wider out and take the left hand into the inner thigh of the left leg. Inhale here as you push the left knee out, rolling onto the outside of the left foot. And as you exhale, begin to stretch the left leg to any amount, folding over into a wide forward fold. Flowing through this, inhale, bend into the front leg, open the chest up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend into the leg, open the chest, open the hips. Exhale, fold over the leg. Inhale, bend into the leg, stretch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come back to center. Both hands find the floor. Heel toe that left foot in towards the center of the mat and begin to pivot your body open to the side of the mat, finding Skandasana. Keeping the hands on the floor here, You can also bring them to prayer in front of your chest, or you can even extend them out in line with your shoulders, really finding length through the fingertips. Staying low to the ground, we're going to transfer our weight over to the right side, bending into the right leg, straightening the left leg. Moving nice and slowly here, only going as deep as feels good for you. Moving with ease back over to the left side, stretching the right leg, and making your way back over to the right, stretching the left leg. Rotate the body, framing the right foot with the hands. Tuck the back toes. Inhale, scoop the right leg up and back into a three-legged dog. Exhale, open up the hips, bend the right leg, and find your way into Wild Thing on this side now. So right toes are going to come back, eventually finding the floor, and sweeping the right arm up and over, opening through the chest, feeling that amazing stretch through the front of the body. Breathing here, really express yourself. And now float the right knee and the right fingertips up towards the sky, using that strength in the left shoulder. Right hand finds the floor. Keep the right leg floating as you pivot over onto the right hand. Extend the right leg out in front of you. Keep it floating if you can. Left fingertips up towards the sky. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Left hand down to the floor. Scoop the right knee in. Extend the right leg up and back to three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, pull the right knee to the forehead. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee to forehead. Inhale, extend back. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, hold, and then step the right foot wide of the right hand. Begin to walk the left hand a little bit wider this time. Right hand comes to the inside of the right thigh. Open up the chest here on your inhale. Exhale, stretch the right leg any amount and fold over. Inhale, bend back into the right leg, maybe opening it up a little bit more, chest to the sky. Exhale, fold over the right leg as you straighten it. Inhale, back down, open up. Exhale, forward fold. One more, really use the breath to move the body. And now come back through center, right hand finds the floor again. Heel toe the right foot in towards the center of the mat and rotate open into Skandasana. We're going to hold the stretch now on this side for a few moments. So again, keep the hands on the floor or bring them into prayer in front of your chest. Breathe. Hands to the floor. Keep your hips low as you crawl yourself over to the left side now, bending into the left leg, right leg straightens. Hands are wherever you like them to be. Rotate the body now, framing the left foot with both hands and stepping that left foot back into downward dog. Stay here or take a vinyasa flow. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And then look forward, bend the knees, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold and stay down. Heel toe your feet so they're hip width apart. Take your index and middle fingers as well as your thumbs and wrap them around your big toes, keeping the elbows bent. And begin to forward fold over your legs. Think about pressing your lower belly to your thighs, so you may want to keep a bit of a bend in the legs here. Let the elbows fall out to the side and drop the head down. Feeling a good stretch along the backs of the legs, along the spine. Keep breathing here, maybe straightening the legs a little bit more, breath by breath. Release the grip on your big toes, hands to the floor, bend the knees and roll your body up, making your way to Tadasana. I'm turning to face you, but stay facing the front of your mat. Coming into tree pose, transfer the weight into the right foot, come up onto the left toes, rotate the left leg out, and bring the left foot anywhere along the inside of the right leg, and bring the hands to prayer at heart center. Begin to play with your balance by closing your eyes. Open your eyes if they're closed. Right hand comes to the right hip. Left index and middle finger and thumb grip the left toe. Stand up straight as you pull the left knee in towards the chest and begin to straighten the left leg out in front of you any amount. You can definitely keep it bent here if it's too much. Standing up tall, engaging the muscles of the right leg to find stability. Now start to open the left leg out to the left side. Bring the left leg back through center, release the big toe, keep the leg floating, point the toes, hands to heart center. Begin to slowly lower the left leg down to meet the right. As soon as the left foot finds the floor, begin to tip forward, floating the right leg back into Warrior 3. So there's one long straight line from the right toes all the way up through the center of the head. Hips are as square as possible here. Really find length. Begin to bend into the left knee as you reach the right toes back even further, eventually finding the floor. Inhaling the arms up into a high lunge, finding a back bend here if that feels good for you. Inhale back through center, find length through the spine. Exhale, spiral the upper body over to face the left side of the mat, keeping the legs where they are, stretching the arms out in line with your shoulders. Finding a really good spinal twist here, using the strength of the legs. Now begin to windmill the left arm down as the right arm comes up, opening to the right side of the mat into Warrior 2. Left knee in line with the left ankle, and there's one long line of energy through both arms and fingertips. Now flip the left palm up towards the sky as you begin to straighten through the left leg. Take a breath here, and as you exhale, draw that left arm up and over, cascading the right hand down the right leg. Gaze up towards the inside of the left arm. Breathing into the side ribs, keeping length through the spine as well as the sides of the waist. Come back through center. Now left fingertips reach far forward as you begin to tip over into Trikonasana. Back of the left hand finds the ankle or the calf, and right fingertips extend towards the sky, taking your gaze upwards if that feels good for your neck. You can bring your hand higher up onto your leg to keep length in the sides of your waist. If you'd like to make this more of an active triangle, you can bring your upper body up slightly and release your left arm, bringing it up so it's parallel with your right arm, engaging the obliques. Bend into the left leg as the left fingertips find the floor. Rotate the body, right hand follows, frames the front foot. Walk the fingertips forward slightly as you begin to lift the right leg behind you. Hips are square, just for a moment before crossing the right knee behind the left ankle. We'll find a spinal twist here. So left leg is crossed over, the left foot is firmly on the floor, and the right foot tucks in towards the left glute. Take the left fingertips behind you, sit nice and tall, and on your inhale, raise your right arm up towards the sky, and on your exhale, begin to rotate the body towards the left, bringing the outside of the right arm onto the outside of the left knee, taking the gaze backwards. Now there's an option for a bind here. We come into it the same way by raising the right arm up towards the sky. Try to bring the armpit to the outside of the left leg, and then see if you can sneak your right hand in the hole of your legs there. Reach the left arm back behind you and clasp the hands. This is still a beautifully effective spinal twist if you don't bind the arms. Either way, on each inhale, find more length through the spine, and as you exhale, try to twist a little bit further, taking the gaze back. De-rotate here, take a counter twist on the other side, and come back through center. See if you can keep your hands at heart center as you begin to lean your weight into the left foot, coming to stand up, floating that right leg as it soon follows and meets the left foot at the top of the mat. Tadasana. Let's repeat the whole thing on the other side. So bringing your weight into your left foot, come up onto your right toes, turn the right leg out and bring it up into tree pose. Right foot resting anywhere along the inside of the left leg. Hands at heart center. Begin to close the eyes if you'd like to experiment with your balance. Open the eyes if they're closed. Release the right foot from the leg as you hold the big toe, the index, middle finger, and thumb. Stand tall, bring the right knee close to the body, and then begin to extend the leg straight to any amount. Standing up tall, gazing forward. Bring the right leg out towards the side of the body now. Really engaging, pulling up through the muscles of the left leg here, keeping all four corners of the left foot on the floor. Breathe. Bring the right foot back in front of you. Release the foot, keep the leg up, hands to prayer, point the toes. Begin to slowly lower the right leg down towards the floor. As soon as the right foot finds the floor, tip the body forward as the left leg comes up into a warrior three. Spine is long, hips are square, left toes are pointed, and the belly button is pulled up towards the spine, engaging the core. Bend into the right leg as the left toes reach even further back, eventually finding the mat and coming into a high lunge. Reach the arms up, hands in prayer. You can take a back bend here, breathing into the expansion of the chest. Gaze up to the sky. Come through center, length through the spine, and begin to rotate the body open towards the right side of the mat. Arms are straight out in line with the shoulders. Take the gaze back towards the right fingertips. Right hand begins to sweep down as the left hand sweeps up, windmilling the arms and opening towards the left side of the mat into warrior two. Right knee is in line with the right ankle. Gaze towards the front fingertips, really reach through both arms. Right palm to the sky, straighten the right leg as you reach the right arm up and over, left hand cascades down the left leg. Hold the stretch but not the breath. Keep breathing. Back through center. Right fingertips reach forward, upper body follows as the hips move slightly backwards, coming down into triangle. Back of the right hand finds the left ankle or the left calf, left fingertips up towards the sky. This is a really powerful geometric pose here with so many angles, so many lines of energy. Really extend through both feet, through both arms. Option here to float that right arm up parallel with the left, making this more of an active triangle. Right fingertips find the floor as you bend into the right leg. Begin to rotate the upper body, left hand follows, framing the front foot. Walk the fingertips forward and float the left leg up and back for a moment before tucking the left knee behind the right ankle this time. So the right foot is planted on the floor outside of the left thigh. Left heel comes tucked in towards the right glute. Right fingertips behind you. Inhale, reach the left hand up towards the sky. Exhale, cross the outside of the left upper arm to the outside of the right knee. Lengthening up on your inhale and spiraling open a little bit more each time you exhale. Option to take the bind as well here, so reach the left arm up, tuck the left armpit over top of the right knee, tuck the left hand between the legs and reach the right arm behind. See if you can clasp the hands. Wherever you are, inhale and lengthen, exhale and twist. Undo the twist and find a counter twist over the left side of the body. Back to center, hands to prayer, lean into the right foot this time, float the left leg up with the left foot meeting the right at the top of the mat, hands down to Tadasana. Let's flow. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up, take the back bend if you like. Exhale, hands through prayer as you fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor, step or jump back to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Moving with the breath here. Inhale, lift the left leg up to three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands. Inhale, reach the arms up and slightly back into a high lunge. As you exhale, hands through prayer, lean into your left foot as you float the right leg up to Warrior 3. Breathing for a few moments here, really engaging through the left leg, grounded in the left foot, pointing the right toes behind you, extending through the toes and the top of the head. Left fingertips to the floor. Begin to open the right hip as it stacks on top of the left. Reach the right fingertips up towards the sky, finding half moon. Gaze can stay down towards the floor as we'll be making a transition here momentarily. Begin to bend the right knee. See if you can reach the outside of the right foot with the right hand, and then kick the right foot into the right hand, opening through the chest, opening through the hip, finding a back bend here in sugar cane. Making our way to Baby Grasshopper now. Release your grip of the right foot, but keep the knee bent. Right fingertips find the floor as you square off the torso. Reach the left hand, see if you can clasp the inside of the right foot. Step the right fingertips out slightly and begin to bend into the left knee, straightening the right leg and lowering the hips so you are now parallel to the floor with that right leg. Coming out of this by pushing through the left foot, straightening the leg, releasing your hold of the right foot, hands to the floor. Straighten the left leg and reach that right leg out behind you. Bring the feet together. Now just step back into downward dog. You can stay here or take a vinyasa flow. Inhale, roll the body forward into plank. Exhale, halfway down to chaturanga. Inhale, lift up to upward facing dog, shoulders away from the ears, open through the chest. Exhale, back to downward dog. Moving now to the other side. Inhale, lift the right leg up to three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Inhale, lift the arms up and back into a high lunge. And as you exhale, hands through prayer, bend into the right leg, float the left leg up into warrior three, pointing the left toes. Right leg is engaged, spine is long. Right fingertips find the floor in front of the right foot in line with the right shoulder. Begin to open the left hip, stacking it on top of the right, and draw the left fingertips up towards the sky. Bend the left leg this time, reach back with the left hand, find the outside of the left foot, and begin to kick the left foot into the left hand, opening through the chest and the hip. Enjoying this opening through sugarcane. Keep the gaze steady and down. Release your hold of the left foot. Left fingertips find the floor. Keep the left leg bent. Square off the upper body. Reach back for the inside of the left foot with the right hand. Bend into the right leg. Step the left hand out. And then straighten the left leg this time, bringing it parallel to the floor. Gaze towards the left foot. Coming out of this by pushing into the right foot, straightening the right leg, releasing the left foot. Fingertips find the floor, float the left leg back for a moment, and then stepping it forward to meet the right at the top of the mat. We'll take a crow here, so keep the feet together, bend the knees but keep the hips high, walk the hands in slightly towards the feet. See if you can bring the knees in towards the armpits, squeeze the elbows in towards the body, lift up through the core, take the gaze slightly forward, lean forward, and see if you can float one or both feet up, bringing the heels towards the glutes, keeping the gaze forward, lifting the belly button up towards the spine, squeezing the elbows inward. Feet find the floor, keep the knees bent. Hips are low, begin to squat and slowly sit your seat down towards the mat. Feet out in front of you, keep the hands off the floor, begin to lean back and float your legs up into boat. Arms are reaching forward, the shoulders are relaxed, the chest is lifted up towards the sky, toes are pointed, and just breathe here. Straighten the legs as you lower the legs and the upper body down to low boat, keeping the feet and the shoulders and upper back floating off the floor. Chin is slightly tucked. Reach through those fingertips towards your feet. Breathe. Come back up to boat. Chest is lifted. We'll do that slow lower down one more time. Straighten the legs as you lower the legs and the upper body down. Hold the low boat. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And release everything down. Relax the arms, relax the head. You can turn the neck from side to side to release any tension there. Bend the knees and bring the feet to the floor. Take the legs up to a tabletop and cross the right leg over the left into an eagle bind. Now the arms reach up towards the sky. Cross the right arm under the left, eagle bind the arms. Inhale here. Exhale, draw the elbows towards the knee, tucking the chin in towards the chest. Inhale, toes and fingertips reach towards the floor. Exhale, curl up. Inhale down and exhale up. Let's do this 2 more times, 2 really strong crunches up. Last one, inhale down. Exhale up, hold. Now simply switch the bind of the legs and the arms. Left leg crosses over right, right arm crosses over the left arm. Inhale down. Exhale, curl up, elbows to knees. Inhale down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale down. Exhale up. 2 more. Last one, hold at the top, release the bind of both the arms and the legs, hug your knees in towards the chest, and bring your head down towards the floor. Feet to the floor, close to the glutes, hands are down beside the hips. Keep the gaze up towards the sky as we move into a bridge pose now. On your inhale, tuck your pelvis and raise your hips up towards the sky. Think about keeping length in the back of the neck. You can walk your hands underneath your body, clasping the fingers, rolling the shoulders slightly in towards each other. Stay here or take your hands beside your ears and push up through your hands and your feet equally to come into wheel. This should feel really, really good after all of the core work we've been doing. Keep the feet where they are, or you can play with walking them closer towards the hands, coming up onto the tiptoes. Feeling a lot of length and expansion through the back chain of the body as well as the front, the hip flexors opening through the chest, through the armpits. Keep breathing here. Whether you're in wheel or bridge, let's come out of this. In wheel, tuck the chin towards the chest, begin to bend the elbows, and slowly roll your hips down towards the floor. Once you are down on the floor, do nothing. Let the spine neutralize. Let the breath and the energy neutralize. And now draw your knees in towards the chest. I really like to hook my arms behind my knees and clasp my hands, and that way I can find a lot of length through my lower back. Roll from side to side. You can begin to close the eyes as we move into our closing stretches. With ease and care, make your way up to a seat. Lengthening your legs out in front of you when you get there. Now bend the knees and clasp the big toes with the middle and index fingers and the thumbs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, begin to walk the heels out slowly in front of you, straightening the legs through any amount. Think about pressing the lower belly down towards the thighs. You might stay up halfway lifted, and you might fold all the way forward. As you fold forward, let those elbows splay outwards. You can also hold the bottoms of the feet, drawing the top of the head down towards the feet, keeping the spine nice and long. Eventually dropping your head down towards the knees or the shins if that feels good. Let the breath flow as it wants to, keeping the eyes closed if you'd like, and making any adjustments as your body asks you to. Release any hold on the feet and slowly roll yourself up to sit. Coming into butterfly, bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees fall away from each other. You can hold the tops of the feet or the ankles, sit up tall, and begin to fold over your feet, keeping the spine long to start. You can use the elbows to press the inside of the thighs and encourage the legs to stay down. And then once you have found a really good stretch there, then you can release the elbows off the legs, begin to curve the spine a little bit, drop the head towards the feet. And rolling up to sit, Bring the knees together, step the feet to the floor for a moment. And now tuck the left foot in towards the right glute. Cross the right knee on top of the left knee. And then make sure that the toes are facing to either side of the body. You might want to roll onto your hands to find this position. Coming into Gomukhasana legs. Now you can press your hands down onto the bottom of your feet slightly to stay nice and long in the spine. Stay here if this is enough of a stretch for the hips, or walk your hands forward any amount, staying up on your fingertips, maybe coming all the way down to your elbows. If you are down there, you can tuck the chin over the right knee, lowering the gaze down towards the floor. Breathing into those hips. They've worked really hard this past hour. If you're bent over the leg, begin to walk your way back up. Slowly uncross the legs, feet to the floor, and windshield wiper the legs, loosening up those hips, finding some neutrality. Back to center. Now tuck the right foot in towards the left glute, crossing the left knee on top of the right, maybe leaning onto your hands so that you can find this position comfortably. And toes are pointing out to either side of the body. Again, you can start by pressing into the bottoms of the feet to sit tall, staying up here or folding over the legs. If you are down, walk the body back up, release the legs, feet to the floor, and windshield wiper them one more time. We'll finish up with left nostril breathing to really cool the system back down, balance all that heat we've just created, and calm everything so we move into Shavasana with more ease. Find yourself a seat. You can definitely prop your hips up. Rest your left hand on your left knee. Close your eyes. And bring your right index finger to plug the right nostril. All you're going to do here is breathe in for 4 and breathe out for 4, only through the left nostril. Our left nostril is associated with our cool side, our feminine side, our lunar side. It's really the antidote to all of the heat, all the invigorating heat we just built in this last hour, which also has its benefits. But it's really good to balance everything out and make sure that we are finding good rest and calm at the end of such a dynamic practice. Wrap that breathing up, release the right hand back down, and find your way into Shavasana. Releasing any control over the breath, letting it move as it wants to at this point. Thank you so much for joining me today. Enjoy yourself a long Shavasana. Close your eyes and do nothing. Keep it simple.